Frog it or finish it. Today I have 18 projects total. 17 of them are knitting and one of them is crochet. And we are going to do a quick dive into each of the projects, and I have got to decide whether I am going to frog or finish each project. So let's get to it. Hello everyone. Welcome back. My name is Christie of Christie Archer Designs, and this is my knitting podcast. I'm actually kind of excited about today's podcast because I don't think I've ever had this many projects going on at once. And actually, there is one other project in addition to the 18 that I have here, but it is outside in storage and I just didn't feel like going and getting that one. So that one's definitely a frog, but we won't talk about that one. Let me put my drink down. There's probably going to be a bit of me on and off camera trying to grab everything. This is a lot. So we are just going to jump right to it. Real quick, I always forget to say this, but everything will be linked below. If you have any questions, I'm only going to be linking patterns. I will not be linking yarns or anything. So if you have questions, leave me a comment and I will give you information as best as I can. I just realized I forgot my rings. But yeah, and then there was something else I was going to say and I can't remember what, so we're just going to get to it. We're going to start with the crochet, the one and only crochet project, and this is a scrappy project that I started a year ago or so, I don't remember. And this is the Granny Stripe Shawl, I believe is what it's called. I just have a ton of scraps in here that was in colors that my daughter would appreciate. And this is the project. And I kind of lost steam with it, not because I'm not enjoying it, but because I keep making mistakes. I'm not a crocheter. And let's see if we can find my latest mistake and why I have paused on it. Because I just really don't feel like going back and fixing crochet is a lot harder than fixing knitting. Okay, it may be that I just ignore the mistake because I can't even find it now. But basically what I keep doing is this is 3 double crochets. I'm pretty sure it's double, it may be triple, but I think it's double. It's been a bit. In each space. And sometimes what I do is just do one and then move on to the next one and forget to do the other 2. And so it ends up, and I've tried to go back and fix a couple of them. I swear there's some in here. I cannot find them. Love this project, love the way it's turning out. I would like, this one is for my daughter. I would like to make one for myself because this thing is just gorgeous. And I'm not even a shawl wearer, but she is. But this thing is just so cool. So I am going to make one for myself. I am going to finish this. Like I said, the only reason I paused is because I saw where I had made another mistake and had only done one double or triple crochet, and I cannot find it now. I know it was on this blue row, or I thought it was. I don't see it, but anyway, so this one will be finished, so I can put that in the finished pile, and I am thoroughly enjoying this. Even though I am not a crocheter, it is a fun project and it is looking gorgeous. Highly recommend the pattern, though. Like I said, I'm not a crocheter, so I don't really, I've never bought a crochet pattern before, so I don't know how it compares to others, but me not crocheting, I've been able to follow it. And that said, I did crochet as a child, I just haven't really crocheted as an adult. So there's that. On to the next. I'm just gonna start pulling these out. Okay, this is my Anna's cardigan, which is a petite knit pattern, and this is actually a current whip, so this one is going to be finished. I am loving this pattern. I did make major modifications, which I'm not going to go into here. My next podcast, I will talk about these. So if you are not subscribed and you want to hear more about this, definitely subscribe. My next podcast will be coming out a few weeks after this, or a couple of weeks after this one. So this is done out of Cascade Heritage in the colorway, I think it's coral. Let's see. Cascade Heritage color number 5737. I believe it's dark coral or something like that. And then, or here, let me hold that up. Okay. Cascade Heritage. So that is the yarn. And my mohair is Knitting for Olive, Flamingo. And I love how these two are working up together. I just have a front button band to do. I've already done one buttonhole band. Now I need to do the button band and the sleeves, and this one is done, and I love this. I think I did size 2. I generally do size 2 in petite knits. Every now and then I'll do size 3 depending on how baggy I want it or oversized. Oh, and if anybody doesn't know, I'm wearing petite knit Anker Tee, the fingering weight version. And this is Knitting for Olive. I believe this is merino. Yeah, it feels like the merino. I can't remember the color name. All right, next up, and I am going to try to go through these quickly since I do have a lot. So I hope I'm not going too fast. This is a cardigan that I'm working on for my mother. Started this last year. Sorry, I've got something in my eye. Started this last year. It should already be done by now. But when I bought the yarn, it was before she had given me some specifics on how she wanted it made. Not that she's picky or anything, but she was just saying if she could have this and that and all of that. I should have ordered one more skein. And I didn't. I just ordered the size I thought she was going to want and how just normal. Anyway, I was making it a little bit longer for her, and I've realized I'm gonna run out of yarn. So I've got to rip back and make it shorter, and I just haven't done it yet. Is this something I'm going to finish? Absolutely. Sorry, I've got a stitch that has come off. And for those of you that do not know, this is a little trick that I have come up with and I love. Instead of, and I have them, they're just not as easy to use. So, the little end stoppers for the Chalgu needles, instead of using the end stoppers, I just put safety pins through the thread hole. And that's how I keep my stitches on. Okay, this is the Sticks and Stones cardigan. It is one of my designs. This is done out of Knit Picks Heatherly in the colorway Recess, I'm pretty sure. Good grief, I can't believe I've remembered all of that. It's been so long since I've worked on it. And love the yarn. I think this is great for gift knitting. It's still a nice yarn that will be easy for my mother to take care of. So yeah, that is what's going on here. I am going to finish this. I just need to take the time to frog back, re-knit, and finish it. And with this being I think it's an 18 stitch gauge, pretty sure it's an 18 stitch gauge, I mean, it goes by fast. So I really just need to put this closer to the top of my queue and get it finished. I'm doing this to get rid of some projects, and it seems like I'm keeping everything. I have got to whittle down some of these projects because there's just too many. It's overwhelming me. Let's see if I can find one that I want to frog. Okay, so this I do think I'm going to frog. This is, and I may not, I don't know. This is the Thea top or vest. I'm gonna try to pop pictures up of everything if I remember. This is the Thea, I think it's a top. And I am holding one of my favorite yarns to wear, not necessarily my favorite to work with. It's not bad to work with, but anyway, I'm holding Holstgarn Coast. And here in the desert, this yarn is just incredible for me. I never get hot in it. I'm holding it double, and this is the colorway Red Currant. And I may finish this. I thought I was gonna frog it. It's something I cast on this week. And then I don't know, I was trying to make the neckline in the Thea top, it comes down really low. It's a really scooped neck instead of a crew neck. And I was trying to do more of a crew neck version. And I think I've probably got it. I'm not sure. But this one I'm undecided. I will put this in an undecided pile. I wear mostly overalls every day of my life, and I think this might be cute under overalls. I'm not sure. Most of the things that I'm going to be frogging, I can tell you right now, are summer things. I struggle making summer things. And living here in the desert where it's hot year round, I really need summer things. This one's a definite frog. Okay. If you're not new here, you know I love the PetiteKnit Anker Tee. I've made it like 6 times, maybe more. I don't remember. And all the time, every time I've done it, with the exception of one, I've used Knitting for Olive, either merino or cotton merino, and it has worked out beautifully every time. And this one's working out okay, but I think I want to do something different with this yarn. It's one of Sorry Nordland's Cook. I'll pop a picture up of it. I can't remember what it's called. I think I'm going to rip this out and do that. Instead, it's a raglan construction and it has lace on the sleeves, and I think that would look really cute with my overalls. So this is currently the Anker Tee, and I'm using Cascade Heritage in the colorway white. And there's one that's called Snow and one that's called White. I am using white. Haven't tried Snow yet. If anybody out there has tried Snow and White, can you tell me the difference in the colors? I probably just need to order some and figure it out for myself, but cast this on a couple of months ago and then picked it back up again yesterday and started knitting on it again, and then I was like, I think I want to do that other top. So this one's going to be frogged for sure. And I think I've got so many Anker tees that I'm just wanting some different tees to go under my overalls. Okay, frog. All right, this is, let's see. And this is, I will talk more about this in my podcast, but this is a new bag I've made all of my project bags. I was trying to see if any of them were purchased. I've made all of them. So any of them you see is stuff that I've made. I don't sell. I just make them. But I'll talk about this on my podcast. This is a keeper. I will be finishing this. This is a new pattern that I'm working on. And of course, I never stop in the middle of a row, but I did last night. Yesterday, I was working on this yesterday. Okay, so this is going to be, it is being named the Adelaide Cardigan, and it is a raglan top-down construction. Start with the neckband, and it is a crew neck. So this is being done out of Cascade Heritage in the colorway. I even have buttons for it already. I'm excited. Well, okay. Oh, there's one of the skeins. I haven't wound it up all the way, or wound it up. Color number 5713. I cannot remember what the name of this color was, but 5713. Love this color. If you know me at all, you know this is like one of my favorite colors. I love this one isn't quite as purple of an undertone as I like, but Periwinkle Blue is my all-time favorite. This is more of a true, like a sky blue, baby blue, but it has more depth to it. Anyway, and then I'm using Drops Kid Silk in whatever that is. Okay. There we go. That one is definitely a keeper. We'll start getting into some frogs here soon, I know. These were all the things I was working on most recently, so that's why I'm keeping most of these. Okay, let's see what's in here. Ah, okay, this one's definitely being frogged. This is, I can't remember the name of it, but this, I'll pop it up here in the designer's name. I had to make so many modifications on this that I'm just not happy with this. Again, summer top. I really struggle with summer tops. I have a design called Little Sprout, and initially when I bought this yarn, that's what I had planned on doing, but I have tons of Little Sprouts in my closet and thought I just wanted to do something a little different. So I bought this pattern. Very much not happy with it. I won't go into it, but was not pleased with this pattern at all and had to make major modifications. So I think this one is going to be, or I know this one's going to be frogged. This I am doing out of I Love This Cotton in the colorway, I think dark denim. Yeah, dark denim. And I think I'm just going to frog it and do a little sprout. I know that fits, I know it works, I know it's easy. So that one is a frog. 2 frogs, yay! And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 definite, 1 maybe that I'm finishing. Okay, let's see what's in here. Okay, this is, I think it's, no, oh, okay. I recently bought the Lusk Tea by CrochetObjet, Rebecca Clow, and I ran into, and this one's, I'm doing the DK weight, and I just don't like it. I just don't like the DK weight. I am going to make it, but I think I'm going to make it in fingering. I am using, once again, I Love This Cotton in colorway black. It is a great pattern. Have no problems with the pattern. I think it is going to be fantastic. A lot of these projects that I'm going to be frogging, I have discovered it's the yarns I'm not happy with more so than anything else. Now that last one, the pattern, I was not happy with that pattern. But so anyway, I've got this yarn. I think I'm gonna do a major yarn destash and get rid of a lot of these yarns that I'm just not happy working with. But this one is a definite frog, not because of the pattern, but because of the yarn. All right, 3, yay. Let's see what's in here. Is it sad that I don't even remember what some of these things are? Oh, this is, now that I look at it, this is the Sabai top. Ooh, and it is all tangled up. It is wrinkled. It's been in here for a while. Do I want to finish this or do... Help me out here. What do I want to do with this? I think I'm going to frog it. This is done out of a yarn that I do actually like. I just don't think I like it for this project, but it is Drops Cotton Merino. And I don't know why I have 2 tags in the one ball. Just gonna try to get the info. Okay, Drops Cotton Merino, and there's the color information right there. Excuse my nails. I do think I'm gonna frog this and just do something different with it. I'm not sure what. Maybe I'll do a Thea, because I do like the Thea top and I don't have enough of those. I like the Sabai top too, but I don't know. I'm not feeling this right now, so I think I'm just gonna frog it, and once I am feeling it, I will jump back on it. Okay. Next up is my Maggie Vest, and this is a pattern I want to make so bad. This yarn is working up very well for it. It really is a great yarn for the pattern. I'm just not jumping up and down about the color. I bought this a long time ago, and I think it was when my hair was still black. I dyed my hair black, and I think it would have looked good then, but with my hair blonde now, it is just not the right color for me, which really makes me sad because, like I said, this yarn is fantastic for it. This is Cascade yarn. Cascade yarn Anker Bay, which is 50% cotton, 50% superwash merino. Let's see. And color information. Ooh, I hope you guys will be able to read that. Let's see. Hopefully you'll be able to read that. It's a beautiful color. I just don't think it's going to do anything for me now. So I think this one's going to be a frog. And I do want to make the Maggie Vest by PetiteKnit. I just need to find, maybe I'll get that same yarn just in a different color, because I really do like that. I really do like that yarn a lot. Okay, have to go off screen, hold on. Okay, these next 2 will be finished, but I think they're going to, one of them's going to wait until like winter time. I am making the, I am making one of my patterns. This is the Andarna sock. Sorry, I had to stop and think for a minute. I am making the Andarna sock. I'll pop a picture up. And this is, I'm knitting it out of Cascade Heritage Silk in the colorway Carnation. And I know I'm going to be finishing this because I already have the first sock done, but the big thing is I am making a cardigan out of the same yarn, and I want them to go together. So I just have the cuff of this, and then it got hot and I just kind of lost steam with socks. So this I'll pick back up again in the fall and get it finished. do love it a lot. I got it stored in these little, I got these little containers from IKEA, and they make good little sock projects because you can just pull, it fits the cake perfectly. So yeah, that was kind of cool. And then I've got another sock in this one. This one I am going to finish, and I will be finishing it soon because it is a pattern I'm getting ready to release. I, once again, just have the cuff of this one done. It is not released yet though, but it is the final in my Fourth Wing inspired sock collection. 5 socks total. This is the final in the series, and this one is called Violet. So this one will be finished, and it will be finished very soon. Please tell me I have more that I need to frog, because I'm not doing good thus far. Okay. This one is being frogged, and you guys are gonna gasp when you see how much I've done and that I'm frogging it. I'm devastated. 30 stitch gauge. That is a lot of knitting that I have done. I just don't think I'm loving, I don't know. I'm just not loving it for some reason. And so I've stopped working on it because I don't love it. But maybe I should finish it. That's a lot of work. These are teeny, teeny, tiny stitches. I just, honestly, I think I'm gonna burn up in it because it's gonna be so tight. This is Knitting for Olive. Is this cotton merino or is it merino? Let's see. Merino. And it's the colorway Trench Coat. And I think I'm gonna burn up in it. And I think that's why I'm struggling to work on it. Because even in the winter time, and I know this is short sleeved, but I think even in the winter time, I will burn up in this. So I think I'm going to frog it and do a t-shirt, just something that's going to fit a little looser. We'll see, but I pretty much have decided to frog that. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna make me cry. Okay, let's see what's in here. Okay, this is a slow project that I'm working on. I need to get started back on it. I am making some December bows for my Christmas tree. This one is going to be for the top. I've still got to block it and put it in the bow shape. But I want to make a bunch of these for my Christmas tree. I need to get started on these again. And I've got some of them made that are already with my Christmas decor, but I wanted to add to it this year. This is the one that I love for the tree itself. And I've got to get some more of this mohair. I tried to get some drops silk, kid silk, and the color of it was just way wrong. This is actually Knit Picks Aloft. And I think the colorway is Oat, and I am knitting it with Knitting for Olive Snowflake. Yeah, Snowflake in the merino, and it makes up the cutest bow. As you can see, green and whites are my color palette in here. So that one is another keeper. I'm not doing very good, guys. Hold on just a moment. Sorry about that. Okay, this isn't a project yet, but it is going to be. I didn't realize it was. I am making my middle child a hat out of these yarns. So this hasn't been started yet, and this will be winter. I'll do this for him. Then, yeah, I have a very small frog pile. I was really hoping I was gonna do better. Okay. Man, kind of disappointed in myself. I really thought I was going to have a huge pile of frogs, things to frog. Okay. This is my I Heart Stripes sweater, and I've made a lot of this also, and this is I think this is I think it's a 24 stitch gauge, but I can't swear to that. And I am using Knit Picks palette. It may be a tighter gauge than 24 stitches. It's been a while since I worked on it. Knit Picks palette, and I think it's cobblestone, white, and tarragon, I believe it is. The green is tarragon. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this or not. Again, this yarn is not my favorite for this project. And I have a hard time doing sweaters because we just do not have the climate for it. Especially a woolly wool. Now, if it were like a sock yarn, which is what I designed it in, that's not as hot as a woolly wool. This is a woolly wool. And so I think, I don't know if I'm gonna, this one's a maybe. I've only got one left, guys. I am not doing good. I was excited about this episode, thinking I would really get rid of some projects, but okay. This is a project I want to finish. I need to try, it's at a stage where I need to try it on. I think it's too big. And so because it is too big, I think I'm gonna have to frog it and reknit it, which is fine because I probably need to just do I just need to start this one from scratch when I am ready to work on it. But this is the Fern Tea by Pernell Larson, however you say her name. It's a Knitting for Olive project, or pattern, I mean. And this is out of Knitting for Olive. This is, I believe, just the merino. Yeah, merino in, I think the colorway is licorice. Yes. And I love, love, love the project, but I am afraid I've made it too big. If I haven't, then I'll just keep going with it. But if I have, then that means I'll frog and just start from scratch. So there's that. All right. That is it. It didn't take me as long to go through all of these as I thought it would. I need to put that in the maybe pile. So I have 3 maybes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frogs, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 finishes. Some of these finishes, I'm not in a big hurry on them. I did just order a bunch of yarn because I want to make some more summer tops, and I bought yarn that I knew was going to give me what I wanted. And then a month or so ago, I bought a bunch of yarn for a bunch of new cardigans, because if you're not new here, you know I love my cardigans. So I'm gonna find some t-shirt patterns that I am gonna be making some Lusk tees. I'll probably make several of those. I think I've got enough yarn to do I think it was 7, maybe 8 t-shirts. I won't get them all done this summer. That's okay. Some of them will go into fall and winter. But I did get some really fun summer colors that I am excited about. Can't wait to cast those on. So over the next however long, I'll be working on a t-shirt and a cardigan at the same time. Maybe a t-shirt and a couple of cardigans, because what I like to do with my cardigans is when I cast on, I like to get it to where I separate the sleeves from the body and start working just the body. And when I do that, then I cast on another one. So I generally have more than one cardigan going at a time. The Anna's cardigan, I can't do that as much when I'm watching TV because I do have to pay attention to the eyelets, and I'm getting ready to do the sleeves on those anyway, so that would not be a TV knit, because I don't know about you guys, once I start knitting, I just keep going and completely forget to do my decreases. And there have been so many times where I have had to rip back half a sleeve because I forgot to do my decreases. So anyway, I like to have a project that requires a little bit of thought, and then a good TV. I have to have a good TV knit going at all times. So yeah, I'm kind of trying to keep my plans to fit where my life is right now, and I think that's what I'm going to be doing. Plus, I just find that these are projects that do work out. I do a lot of casting on frogging, so I haven't even shown you guys a lot of the things that I have already frogged. But yeah, so I feel a little bit better. That's a few projects that I'm going to be frogging, not as many as I would have liked, but 1, 2, some of these are going to be, oh, okay, that's definitely a winter knit. This one is just a whenever, so I'm not in a hurry on that. This one will be whenever. This one I need to finish. I need to finish that. Let's see, what is this? Oh yeah, this is whenever. So really, I've only got 3 cardigans and a sock that I need to finish. And the cardigans aren't even dye or necessary. I can just kind of work on them whenever. I think my main focus, as soon as that yarn comes in, is that I'm going to be working on t-shirts for our hot climate here. So that is it for today. If you have any help on the ones that were maybes, I would love to hear what you think. It's a lot of knitting to frog, but if the end project is not going to be worn, I'd rather do something positive with yarn is kind of what I'm thinking. That palette yarn, that may make a fun shawl for my daughter because she loves green and she wears a lot of black and white. So I may rip that out and turn that into a shawl. I think that's a good idea. I have a lot of shawl patterns that use several colors, and so I think that would be, I feel better about that one. I think I will frog that. What is that one? Is it this? Nope. So I've added another to my frog pile. Yes. Okay. Yay. This is what happens when I talk with you. Thank you. So I'll figure out the 2 maybes. One of them I just need to try on and see what I need to do with it. I love that. And if it is not too big, I'd like to get that finished sooner rather than later, because it would be great for the summer here with all the lace and everything. That one would be fun. So I think that's it for today. And yeah, thanks for helping me out and listening. And if you've made it to the end, thank you so much for hanging out with me. It really, really does mean so much to me. I appreciate every one of you, and I hope that you make your day a great one, and I will see you in a couple of weeks with a standard podcast. Bye.